I feel like I've been sitting here blending forever. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So, in today's video, I want to just sit here and play with a lot of new products with you guys. So I went in my closet, I pulled out some things I haven't even opened, and I also received a few things this week that I want to try out with you guys. I don't think I want this video to be like a full day wear test because I really just want to sit here, play in the products, swatch the products, do a look with you guys. I'm not using any new foundations, but everything else is pretty new to me. But I don't know, I just want to sit here, play in the makeup instead of just doing like a full day wear test with you guys. So that's what we're about to do. So let's do this. So I was on the hunt. I say this like I'm in a store, but I was on a hunt for a new lip product because you guys know I pretty much use the same lip balms every time I get on, every time I do my tutorials. But I was going through my drawer in the closet and I found this one by Essence. This is the High Beauty Caring Lip Balm. It has hemp seed oil, plant waxes, it's vegan. So I don't know, I haven't even opened it, so let's try it. And it comes in the same little tube as the new Elle Cosmetics lip balms. So let's see what this is talking about. Okay, so it's like a bubblegum pink. Don't know if you guys are able to see that. I don't know if I smelled this or the hand lotion that I had on earlier. I don't know, but let me see. Ooh, I put on way too much. So now that the lips are prepped, now it's time to prep the skin. So I ran across another Essence product. This is the High Beauty Hydrating Face Primer. Don't think I've ever tried any primers from Essence. This also has hemp seed oil. It's moisturizing, it's refreshing, and it's also vegan. So let's see what, oop, this came out pretty fast. So it's a yellow color. Let me put a little bit more. And let's take it on the skin. Oh, this is really light. Oh yeah, this is really light. And it absorbed really, really fast. I actually don't know what primer I could compare this to or a moisturizer because it's pretty thin, but it is pretty moisturizing on the skin. You can see how glowy it left my skin looking. So, okay. That is not bad so far. I have a new, well, dang, this is not new. Do I have a new brow pencil? I don't think I do, but I pulled out this one from Elle Cosmetics. This is the one I've been using a lot recently. It's the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I'm just gonna use this for my brows. And I'm just gonna speed through this process because you guys have seen me do my brows millions of times. Okay, y'all, before I go and fix my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and wet this sponge. This is the KKW Beauty Sponge. I think I've had this for well over a year. I just haven't even opened it or used it. So yeah, let me go wet this and then I will be back. All right, y'all, we damped the sponge. This is giving me DSMD Shop. Y'all know that sponge I always use to blend out my concealer. That is what this is giving me. This is just a more expensive version of it, and it's not as bouncy as my DSMD sponges, which those are like the best sponges, by the way. But I'm still gonna use this because I haven't used it, and I'm just gonna blend out my concealer with it. I'm gonna use this for the concealer under my eyes too. But yeah, this is pretty dense. I thought it was gonna be softer than this. But yeah, so foundations. Like I said earlier, I don't have any new foundations, so I'm gonna quickly go ahead and put these on. This is the NARS Soft Matte, and then I have the Shiseido Synchro Skin. Yeah, Synchro Skin Self Refreshing Foundation. I like to mix these two together just because, like, there's no really specific reason. Actually, there is, because I do like how they look together. Anyway, I like these two together, but I also like them by themselves just as much. I use Macao in the NARS, so I'm going to squirt a little bit of this in the center of my face. And then I use, what shade do I use in the, I use the shade Suede in the Shiseido. So I'm gonna squirt this right there. Oh yeah, I want to use these new brushes. This is the new, one of the new brushes that I hauled in my recent Sephora haul. It's from the holiday brush Sephora collection set. It's the foundation brush. I don't typically use foundation brushes to blend out my foundations, but since I haven't used this set with you guys yet, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. So I'm just gonna blend in the NARS on the center of my face. And by the way, I've already done a full review on this foundation. If y'all are new, if you missed it, it is on my channel. I do want to say this again because I see this a lot in the comments or even like in DMs on my Instagram. But if y'all ever want to see a specific video from, you know, one of your favorite influencers, like for instance, if you want to see y'all look at this together, like they're so pretty. Like if you ever want to see a specific foundation review or, hold on, let me blend on my mouth. This is a nice brush. But anyway, if y'all ever want to see like a specific video, like a foundation review or just any type of product from one of your favorite influencers, you can always type in their name on YouTube search. Like there's a search bar on YouTube. Just type in, for instance, Andrea Renee NARS Soft Matte Foundation. If I did that video, it's gonna pop up. Same goes for, I don't know, soft glam looks. So you can type in Andrea Renee soft glam makeup. If I did anything soft glam related or a soft glam makeup tutorial, that video is gonna pop up on the search page. So I just wanted to give y'all that little tip because I don't know, I just feel bad every time I come across a comment asking about like if I did a certain video and I see that the person left the comment, I don't know, like days ago or something, and they still haven't gotten a response. So just keep that in mind if y'all ever want to know if any of the people you watch have done a certain video. You can definitely search in YouTube search bar. Because like just the other day, actually 2 days ago, I got a comment asking if I could do a review on Curology or a review on the Fenty Skin products. And y'all know I have done several, especially with Curology, I have done several reviews. That right there told me that the person that commented was new to my channel. But yeah, just keep that in mind, you guys. If y'all ever want to know if I've done a review on something, or if y'all want to, you know, see a tutorial on a certain type of look, if and only if I did that, it's gonna pop up on YouTube. Just type in my name and then type in whatever it is you're looking for. Now, if it doesn't pop up, then 9 times out of 10, I didn't do that video. But if I did, it will pop up for you guys. I feel like I've been sitting here blending forever. But do y'all see how both of these look together? I put too much right there on my lip. I'm gonna take the sponge and just kind of tap over it. I'll go ahead and take it around my face too, just because. Ooh, I'm excited for this concealer, y'all. So if you did not know, the lip bar has concealers. I got the shade Cinnamon number 4. It's called the Quick Conceal. So it's self-setting and brightening. I wonder if this is gonna be like a matte concealer. Let me see. Here is how I like the packaging. This is cute. It says, wake up your beauty routine and conceal your blemishes with our caffeine concealer. Fast, easy to use, convenient. All right, so this is how the packaging looks. Let me open it. Come on, there we go. All right, so the doe foot applicator is flat on each side. There's not really a smell, so I always smell everything I use. Okay, this is a good color. Okay. Okay, so as I'm applying it, it does seem like it's gonna be matte, so I can see what they mean when they say self-setting. So I'm not gonna let this sit on my skin for too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it and then quickly blend it out. Let me do the other under eye real quick. And then I'll make my way around the rest of my face, but let me just do this. And then take my sponge and blend. Do I want to take a sponge or a brush? Yeah, let me take a sponge. I have a ton of new brushes in front of me, so. But this color is perfect. And I'll take it on my lid too. I think every time I see something that says like self-setting, I immediately think that is gonna be, like the product is gonna be matte. But I don't know, maybe it's just a mixture of the products that I already have on my face, because this concealer does not look matte at all. Like it looks really pretty and luminous. Almost kind of like a glow within look. Y'all see? But like I said, it could be a mixture of what I already have on my face. All right, y'all. I finally have a new setting powder to try out, a new pressed setting powder. Y'all know I always use my Laura Mercier, but this one is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Micro Finishing Pressed Powder, and I got the shade 2. This is also a product, I can't believe I'm still holding on to this. I haven't even opened it up. But this is the product that I also shared in one of my, I think it was my Sephora. Yeah, my Sephora haul. And this is how she looks. I'm going to use this under my eyes. And I'm going to take the, which brush do I want to use? This is another new brush from one of the new sets from Sephora. This is the contouring brush, but I like the size of this. I feel like it's going to fit perfectly right there under my eyes. So I'm just going to use this for it. And I'm going to take this powder. Let me actually take my sponge and just go over my under eyes so there's no creasing. I try to always do this right before I put on the powder. And then I immediately take the brush and just tap it under my eyes. Oh, this looks really, really good. Look how that just made my under eye look. It almost looks Facetune. That looks really, really good. And the color is good too. So it's kind of, I mean, it's pretty much like a translucent, but it does look yellow in the pan. Okay. Let me go over this side one more time and then take that powder. I love the matte velvet powder. I love using that all over my face. It's like a, it's pretty much a full coverage pressed powder. I did like a whole powder foundation routine with that powder too. So if y'all want to see that, you can just type in Andrea Renee powder foundation routine and it'll pop up. But this is nice. See how this brush just fits perfectly in the areas that I need it? Like it's not too big. It just fits perfectly. You know what? I can almost use this powder as an all over setting powder too, because it is pretty translucent. Like it doesn't look super duper bright. I'm gonna take a little bit more and put it on my lids. I always like to set my lids. I also like to set my smile lines a little bit. I'm just gonna let that sit like that, and then I'm just gonna brush over it with a setting. Oh, let me take a little bit more of this powder. This is literally the perfect duo. This little brush with this little tiny, tiny setting powder, like it's just the perfect duo. But I'm gonna take some on the side of my face like I always do. And then I am going to take my e.l.f. finishing powder. This is also new to me. I tried this out in my recent e.l.f. like full face e.l.f. makeup tutorial. This is the shade Dark Deep, and I loved it. So I'm gonna use it again today. I'm gonna take another one of these new brushes from Sephora. This one is the powder brush. Do I want to use this one or this one? They're actually both the same. I'm using both of the new holiday collections that I shared in my Sephora haul. So it has one with the glitter handle. It's like the gold glitter, and then this one is all gold. But both of these are powder brushes. I'm going to take this one, and then I'll use this one for my bronzer in a little bit. But yeah, I really, really like this powder from e.l.f. It's really lightweight. Like it doesn't really give you coverage, which is what I like. So I just take a little bit of it and just brush it where I did not set. So under my chin, the side of my face, and then my forehead. And then whatever is left on the brush, even though there's pretty much nothing because I've already applied it, but I still always take the brush everywhere else around my face just to even everything out so it can all look seamless. All right, and as always, I'm gonna take the brow pencil one more time. I'm just taking the spoolie and fixing the inner corner of my brows. So we have a new face palette to play with today, guys. This is Midas Cosmetics by Neon MUA. If y'all did not know, Darius from Neon MUA, he goes by Neon MUA, collaborated with this brand to create 4 face palettes. And look at this. First off, let me just show you. There it goes. I was struggling. This is not even the darkest palette, y'all. So if your complexion is darker than mine, there is a face palette for you. So there's a highlighter, a contour, and a bronzer in here. I'm gonna take the bronzer. I'm gonna use the other powder brush from the Sephora collection in this color right there. I'm just gonna take this and use it as my bronzer today. Look how pretty that is. Let me take it on my forehead. I feel like y'all can see it better once I start putting it on my forehead. So let me take it up here on the forehead. I mean, it is perfection. Ooh, I might have went heavy on it, but I like a really bronzy, like super duper bronzed forehead, if y'all have not noticed. So it's fine if I go heavy handed because I like it, so. But look how pretty this bronzer is. Just taking it on the forehead. Plus I have a 5 head. Like I don't even have a 4 head. It's a 5 head. So I want all, like give me all the bronzer. And I love these brushes, y'all. Sephora has good brushes anyway. Okay, I want to go back into the palette and take the contour shade. And I'm picking up the another brush from the Sephora collection. This one is the shadow brush. And I'm going to take just a tiny bit of that contour shade because I know they're super pigmented, but I'm going to take it and go down the side of my nose to contour it. And as always, before I even go to blend out the contour, I'm going to take a little bit of my Wet n Wild loose banana powder. This is like a step that I always do. So I'm just going to take the sponge and then put some of that powder on the side of my nose. So if y'all have never seen any of my tutorials, I always do this step. and I just let it sit on the side of my nose while I do my eyeshadow. And I also kind of drag it down under my eyes too, so that way any fallout from the eyeshadow, it can fall onto the powder, and then I can just kind of sweep it away. I just got a palette from Mented Cosmetics. It is the Overnight palette, you guys. So y'all know they have their, hold on, let me make sure this stuff doesn't fall. Anyway, y'all know that they have their everyday eyeshadow palette. Now they have come out with a Everynight palette. So just like their everyday eyeshadow palette, this one also has pretty much all of the neutrals that you need. But this one is more smoky. So you have a black shadow in here. You have more deeper metallics in here at the top. So all of the shades at the bottom are mattes, and then all the shades at the top are metallics. Now, before we actually go into the look, I don't even know what look I'm gonna do. I mean, I never know what look I'm doing. But before we do that, I wanna swatch every single one of these shades with you guys. So I'm gonna start out with the first row, the metallic shades, and we're just gonna swatch all of these so y'all can see how they look. This is my first time even dipping into this palette. Ooh, that red. Okay. This is giving me all the holiday feels right now. Ooh, that bronze. These two lash shades, they look so pretty. So let's swatch them. I'm gonna swatch them all in order too. Oh my gosh, that red looks so pretty, and that bronze, y'all. There we go. All right, so that's the first row of the palette. Now let's do the last row of the palette. Okay, this is, girl, this is up my alley. I have a thing for mattes, y'all. Matte eyeshadow palettes. If I ever create an eyeshadow palette, like, it is not gonna come as a surprise to you guys of what I would put in it. All right, so this is the mattes. Look how these swatch, y'all. So pigmented and creamy. Ooh, look at that black. Wow. I really want to do, at first I was thinking about doing just a really simple, soft, neutral, like one shadow look. I mean, I do those so much, but now that I've done these swatches, I think I want to play with the red in here. Let me take this Sephora crease brush. Another one of those. I'm actually using 2 of the Sephora brush sets, so I'll have them in the description, but this one is a crease. I'm gonna take the shade, let's actually see what Philly looks like in the crease. So yeah, we're just gonna put it right here in the crease. So I feel like this will be a good transition shade, which it really is. Yeah, this is a good transition shade. Y'all, look how good that looks. Look how good that color looks, and it blended like a dream. I want to stick with this same brush. Yeah, I want to stick with the same brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Harlem, which is next to it. And I'm pretty much doing the same thing, but I'm just gonna really put this like right there in the socket of my crease to deepen it up. So I'm not pulling it up as far as I did with the other shade. I'm just keeping it right here to build the crease up a little bit. And then once I've blended it out really good in the socket of my crease, that's when I will kind of pull it up a little bit to kind of feather out those edges, just like that. I feel like all of my looks always start the same, like how they kind of look, like my transition shade, my crease color. It almost looks like I'm about to do the same eye look, but I promise you it's not. It's not the same. I just always like to try to do similar colors in my crease because they make good transition shades. And if y'all didn't know, transition shades are really, how do I explain this? Like, I'm not a makeup artist. I just feel like it makes whatever eyeshadow that you're putting on, it just makes them blend together better. So it don't look like you just slapped on a color, if that makes sense. So that's why I always try to start out with, ooh, it looks so good. But yeah, that's why I always try to start out with a nice, soft, neutral color in the crease, and then just kind of build it up with the look. So what do I want to do next? I think let's actually use all the shades on the bottom except, well, yeah, we'll probably dip into this one probably towards the end, but let's use all these shades. So sticking with the same brush, let's go into the shade Atlanta. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just putting this in the socket, but I'm actually going a little bit lower. So more so on my lid. And I'm keeping most of that color on the outer part of my eye. So now let's dip into the black, which is in the shade Brooklyn, sticking with the same brush. And we are gonna put Brooklyn also on the outer part, but this is where I'm applying it directly on my lid, but the outer part of my lid, not all over. I'm just tapping it directly on my lid, close to my lash line, and then just kind of tapping it and also kind of blending it just like that. All right, y'all, now let me take this concealer brush. I like it because it's flat, and I feel like this will be great to put on the metallic shade. So I'm gonna go into the shade Las Vegas, and we are gonna put this right here on the lid. Ooh. I want this to be soft though, so I am gonna try to blend as much as possible with this red. Like, I don't want it to be super duper bold. I want it to look really soft. So if you want this to show up, you know, super duper bold, then you can wet the color. I didn't wet it obviously, but you can make it pop even more if you wet your brush. But I personally like those really soft looks. So I guess, yeah, that's soft enough right there. So let me do the other side. I'm gonna take this precision brush. It's a little bit smaller than the blending brush that we used earlier. I'm gonna take this and dip it into Atlanta. And I'm gonna put this color in the center where that red and the black kind of meets. And then just kind of go back and forth with it so it can kind of touch the red and black and blend together. And as I'm doing it, I'm also taking it in the crease too, so those edges can be blended. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and put on my lashes. I always use the Ardell lashes. This is the Remy's in the style 778. I want to try out a new eyeliner. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro Pencil. So let's see. I have super black, and then I have the perfect brown. Let me swatch the brown one for y'all, but the black is just a black liner. But I don't know how these, you know, why can't I open? I hate, ugh. Okay, so it has a pencil sharpener in the box, and then the pencil is right here. So I also have a few other things from the brand, but I just wanted to use the Mented palette today. But this pencil has a brush on one end, which I'm not sure how this would work. I guess you would use it to smudge out. Yeah, that makes sense. So, and then, yeah, and then the other side has the pencil. So I've already swatched this in one of my vlogs. So if y'all missed the vlog, this is what that brown, oh, that's so pretty now that I see it on my monitor. But yeah, that's a really pretty rich chocolate brown. But I want to use the black for my waterline today because, yeah, let's just use the black one. Ugh. So annoying when you try to open things up on camera and you can't open it up, but when you don't have the camera out, it opens up so easily. Anyway, let me put this on my waterline. I'm just gonna keep it on the outer part since it's black. Let me see if I can smudge this out with this little brush. It looks like it'll be, oh yeah, it's kind of prickly. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like how it feels, but it is smoking it out really good. I just don't like how it feels on my eye. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna take a little, I'm gonna take this little Alter Ego brush, the number 7. It's like a little pencil brush. And we are gonna dip into Atlanta again and take it under the eye to smudge it out, smoke it out. I'm gonna take a little bit of Brooklyn, a little bit of that black, and do the same thing because I kind of lost some of that eyeliner. That looks good. So, ooh, I just dropped the palette. Oh well. I don't have a new mascara. I really don't like to open up a lot of new mascaras because I feel like that's kind of, you know, a waste because they do dry up really quickly. So once you open up a mascara, you're gonna have to, you need to use that mascara. So I'm gonna stick with my Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara. I've been using this pretty much in every look. So I'm just gonna coat my real lashes under the false lashes. And then I'm gonna get the bottom lashes. Let's actually take the shade Houston, the lightest matte in the palette. And let's do the Sephora concealer brush. This is another brush. So I already used the one from the Sparkle set. This is just the gold one. And I'm gonna do this right here in the inner corner. This is gonna kind of brighten it up and kind of open the eyes up a little bit more. Cause usually I would just take a champagne, like another metallic, like for instance, this lighter shade up here. Usually I would do that to put right here, but I feel like this matte is perfect. Like, it's not too much. It is the perfect shade to go right here. All right, so I'm using this same powder brush that I used earlier all over the face. I'm just gonna take it and dust away that powder on the side of my nose. So just dust it away and kind of take it under the eyes. And then blend out that contour a little bit so it won't look too harsh. I was actually gonna use the blush in the Midas Cosmetics palette, but I did run across a new blush in my closet. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame blush. Yeah, that's the shade, Walk of No Shame. So let's open her. This is my first time, I think, yeah, this is my first time using a Charlotte Tilbury blush. So there's the packaging, and then if I can get it open. Ooh, there we go. And this is how she looks. She looks pretty. Okay, let me take I pretty much used all of my, I'm just gonna take that same brush that I just used to dust away. It looks pretty in the pan. Let's see how it looks on the face. Ooh. This is pretty. It has a little bit of a glow. So I don't need to put on any highlight. I mean, I don't even wear highlighter like I used to anymore anyway. But it's pretty. We are almost done with the look. Now the lips. I pulled out a new gloss from my collection. This is Chanel. And it's the Rouge Cocoa Gloss in the shade Melted Honey. I'm gonna use this on top of a lip liner. I'm gonna use my Elle Cosmetics lip liners. I'm gonna use two. This one is nude 3 and then nude 2. This comes in those the little elf retro paradise set, but let me put this on first just to line my lips. And I use these with pretty much everything because they go with everything. So I take the darker shade around my lips and then take the lighter shade in the center. Now I'm going to take the lighter shade and just put it in the center of my lips. Okay, let's open this Chanel gloss and see what it's going to look like. So this is how it looks in the packaging. It's just a clear champagne type of color. If it'll focus, there we go. Let me swatch her right here. Yeah, it's pretty clear. So there's a swatch. Let's put her on. Let's see. Do I want to mess up this applicator? I really don't. Let me take it on my finger. Cause girl, this is Chanel. I don't want to mess up the applicator with the lip liner, because if I apply it directly on my lips, it's gonna be brown from the liner. So I'm gonna take it and put it in the center of my lips. Ooh. I like this. It's a little pricey, but I like it. Now the last thing I need to do is spray my face, because I mean, it does look pretty flat with all of these powders. So I'm gonna try out the Milk setting spray. It's the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Now, if y'all have been watching my tutorials, you know I've been really getting into like mixing my sprays. So I'll first go in with one that sets the makeup, and then I'll go on top of that with a kind of like a dewy spray. So I'm gonna use this to set the makeup, and then I'm gonna take my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow spray just to kind of give me that glow, you know? So yeah, let me shake this up. This reminds me, like before I even shook it up, it kind of reminded me of those Kool-Aid popsicles. You guys know those ones that you put in the freezer that comes in the clear, skinny packaging. But yeah, let's shake it. But anyway, let me spray it first and see how it sprays. It's pretty fine. So, does it smell? I didn't smell anything. Let me spray it. Oh yeah, this is really nice. Like the sprayer is really nice. And it doesn't really have a smell. Let me spray a little bit more because we need this to be set. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the damp sponge that I used earlier, just the clean side, and press it into my skin. I always like to do this. Just pressing it in. And then Glow Recipe, we're just gonna spray this on the sides of my face, right here and right here, to give me a glow. And this is also a really fine mist. All right, so this is how everything turned out, and I want to show you guys how the face looks in natural light. So right here, I'm standing in front of my window so you guys can really see how the products look on my skin in natural daylight. So yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't really have any complaints with any of the products that I used, so I'm going to continue to use the products though, so that way I can really see how, you know, how they wear. This video was just really me sitting here with you guys just playing in the products, but I am going to continue to use these products so that way I can let you guys know in later videos if I like the products, if I don't like the products, and all of that good stuff. So let me know if I used anything in this video that you guys have tried out. What are your thoughts on the products? Do you like them? Do you not like them? So let's go ahead and talk about it down below in the comments, and that is it. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Give me a huge thumbs up if you did. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.